Do you use mouthwash every single day? Well, you might want to reconsider. We've heard it all. Mouthwash kills germs, freshens breath, and protects gums, right? Well, more recent science suggests that your daily rinse might actually be sabotaging your health. I'm talking about damage to your oral microbiome, which can lead to systemic issues such as hypertension, diabetes, even erectile dysfunction. So let's unpack the science of how mouthwash works so you can decide if it's really helping you or silently hurting you. How does mouthwash work? Mouthwash is believed to kill germs, fight plaque, and prevent tartar. Now, it can do all of these things because, well, those are all kind of the same thing. The germs are oral bacteria which form plaques on the teeth and produce tartar. So by killing the germs, mouthwash effectively protects your mouth. And it does this by using serious ingredients, chemicals such as chlorhexidine, triclosan, cetylpyridinium chloride, benzothonium chloride, fluoride, and alcohol. And these are all broad spectrum antibiotics that kill just about every microbe they encounter. And we pour this stuff into our mouths every single day. This is actually a huge problem. Let me explain why. See, your mouth is home to thousands of microbial species. Bacteria, fungi, viruses, all in a delicate balance. This is your oral microbiome, and it's absolutely essential to your overall health. But every time you use antibacterial mouthwash, you aren't just killing the bad bacteria in your mouth, you're also killing a lot of the good guys, damaging your oral microbiome and causing dysbiosis, which is basically an imbalance of bacteria in your mouth, which can trigger anything from gum disease to chronic inflammation throughout your body. For example, many of the microbes in your mouth are responsible for producing nitric oxide. No, not nitrous oxide. Nitric oxide. It improves blood flow, reduces inflammation, fights oxidative stress, and supports the immune system. But every time you nuke those beneficial bacteria with mouthwash, you interrupt nitric oxide production, which can have some serious consequences, like high blood pressure. Nitric oxide is responsible for vasodilation, a relaxation of your blood vessels. And when you have less nitric oxide in your body, your blood pressure is naturally going to increase. So if you know somebody who has high blood pressure and they use mouthwash daily, tell them to cut it out. It could actually save their life. Another side effect of using mouthwash could be, get this right, pre-diabetes. I know, ridiculous. Turns out that nitric oxide is also responsible for the regulation of insulin in the blood. So a reduction of nitric oxide production could promote insulin resistance, increasing your risk of metabolic issues. And guess what? There's even a link between regular mouthwash usage and erectile dysfunction. I know, right? Remember that sexual function is greatly impacted by vascular function. Your blood pressure, blood flow, and oxygen delivery, these are all dependent on healthy levels of nitric oxide. So if you or somebody you know struggles with erectile dysfunction, it could be because of the daily rinse. And finally, let's talk about the bad breath paradox. Mouthwash might make your breath minty fresh for about 5 minutes, but the alcohol in it dries out your mouth, removing protective saliva and creating the perfect breeding ground for more stinky bacterial species to take over your mouth. So in the long term, mouthwash is actually making your breath smell even worse. Now, I'm not saying that if you use mouthwash, you're going to get diabetes, stop having sex, and die of a heart attack. I'm just saying that it can have some undesirable side effects that you need to be made aware of. I mean, in certain scenarios, mouthwash can indeed be beneficial for your overall health. If you've just had oral surgery, or if you're suffering from severe gingivitis or chronic periodontal disease, a dentist-prescribed mouthwash might be an important part of your treatment regimen. But for most people, if you are using mouthwash every day, just out of habit, save your time, save your money, and save your oral microbiome. Stop using mouthwash. There are much better ways to take care of your oral health. There are a couple of things you can do every day to take incredible care of your teeth and your mouth. Brushing and flossing, no surprises there. These work to clean your mouth and remove any bad microbes without damaging your oral microbiome. You can also try tongue scraping, which removes bacteria and food particles from the tongue. This is going to improve your breath much more than any mouthwash ever will. And if after learning all of this, you're worried about your nitric oxide levels like I am, just make sure that your diet is high in nitrate-containing foods such as spinach, beetroot, bok choy, carrots, celery, nuts, and seeds. And if you feel an urge to just rinse your mouth with something, just use salt water. Again, this is going to be more healthy for you than any mouthwash you can buy. Finally, visit your dentist regularly, and when you do, ask them about mouthwash. They'll probably tell you, just like mine did, that mouthwash is pretty much a marketing scam. Ultimately, mouthwash isn't inherently evil, but habitual daily use can damage your beneficial bacteria and interrupt nitric oxide production. That can mean higher blood pressure, poor circulation, insulin resistance, sexual challenges, and surprisingly, bad breath. So next time you reach for that bottle of mouthwash, ask yourself, do I really need it? Let me know what you think about mouthwash in the comment section down below, and feel free to check out this video here for more traveling science. And I'll catch you next time, legends. Cheers.